the storyteller. As long as there have been groups of people, there has been someone entrusted with the task of telling stories. From the oral tales of ancient civilizations to the movies that we watch today, we've always loved it when someone shared a story with us. Stories are as vital to our well-being as a food source. It is a storyteller's job to provide them. As I take up the mantle of writer, I begin to realize this important fact. My name is Alexis Romine, and I have many tales to share. It all began one fateful day, as most transformative adventures do. I was in the elementary school at the time and had just been given a short story prompt. Paper in front of me, pencil in hand, I began to write. As I continued to fill the page, I began to realize just how easily the words flowed from my brain onto the paper. It was like some great storyteller of old had possessed me. Before I knew it, I had filled twice the amount that I was meant to, and I still felt that the story wasn't finished. I began to realize that this was my gift, what I would happily spend the rest of my life doing. I dove further into my new hobby and began to know that it could have a great impact on people. I got comments from my teachers left in the margins of papers that I turned in that told me how imaginative I was, or how much they truly enjoyed reading my story, which encouraged me to continue writing. I decided to take a creative writing class. To my surprise, the other students were invested in my stories, perhaps even more than I was. They all worked together to try to figure out what great twist would happen next. And it brought me genuine joy to see the way that they could escape their problems for a little bit whenever I read them my stories. Another lesson that I learned from this class was that writing was not just plotting characters. It was a way for someone to share their view with the world. I've always struggled with trying to explain my unique way of seeing the world with others. I would try to tell them, but it seemed that they just couldn't understand. It became easier when I used the way that my characters thought and talked to convey what I was trying to say. And I began to realize that I wasn't so alone when people would tell me how much they related to my characters. As a writer, I feel it is my duty to follow in the footsteps of those before me. A good storyteller is just as important as a good farmer or a good entrepreneur. I've learned that through my writing, I can help connect people who have had different experiences. A good tale not only helps you escape your problems for a bit, but also helps you figure out how to solve them. Storytellers have a very important job, and I'm honored to have a chance to fill this role.